We're really excited to have you here. We're really pleased with the turnout. Shadow Rock is a place where all are welcome, and so we want to welcome all of you. I would like to say really quick, as the hosts for this evening, we'd like to say something about the tone that we expect tonight, and we would ask that we keep things respectful tonight. Everyone's opinion is important, you are important, and we want to make sure the content of those opinions and questions is what gets the attention tonight. So please keep that in mind, and I'd like to turn things over to Judy Schweikert. Again, welcome.
We do want to give you a little bit of background, both about our sister organization, Indivisible CD6, and about kind of how we got here, why we are here at a town hall meeting without a representative. And so I'd like to introduce to you one of the co-founders of that group, Mr. Chris Hammond. Come on up, Chris.
So, how did we get here tonight? On February 3rd, a group of us, about 40, went to Congressman Schweikert's Scottsdale office together. I think it was one of our friends, Ashley, I know she's here, she said it for the first time. How long has it been since Congressman Schweikert held a town hall? Well, it turns out it's been years. And that is appalling and wrong. On the 15th of February, we returned to the office to demand the congressman meet with his constituents, and not in some hand-picked, piecemeal fashion, but in a public forum like this. On the 20th, we returned to the office to leave post-it notes by which we could share our thoughts on that President's Day. We went back the next day, the 21st, to let Congressman Schweikert's staff know that we have no intention of letting up. Then Thursday, this week, we returned to Congressman Schweikert's office to be met by police. He called the police. And the poor police, by the way. One of them actually told me, took me aside and said that what we looked like is what democracy is supposed to look like, how it's supposed to work. It is unfair for Congressman Schweikert to put them in that position. We should applaud them for their professionalism. Which brings us to tonight and our empty chair up here. Congressman Schweikert was invited, but he just simply apparently doesn't want to meet with us. We have Republicans, we have awesome independents, we have Democrats, we have people who don't have any use for any of the liberals. Right? And so, as I said, I'm very proud to be here with you. I'm heartened to look at this room. Thank you.
My name is Steve Corbett. I live in area code 85028. I am one of your constituents. Beyond that, I am part of a dying breed known as moderate Republicans. Representative Schweikert, Republicans have children too. And I have a daughter that is alive today because of the Affordable Care Act. She had a brain tumor, it was successfully removed, I do believe that America has the best health care in the world if you're rich. Unfortunately, we are not. Don't repeal without replacing, better yet, reform.
My name is Manny Eisenberg. I am not a paid protester. I am a constituent, 85260. I'm here tonight on behalf of my daughter who I was hoping would be able to come, but unfortunately school kept her away. She is a freshman at Desert Mountain High School. Yay. She is of Mexican descent, but is a sixth-generation American. That is why it still breaks my heart when she tells me she goes to the mall and is still targeted for extra scrutiny by the staff that's there. Given our history of a recent sheriff who was held in contempt for racial discrimination, given we have a president who wants stop and frisk to spread throughout the country, which was also found to be unconstitutional for targeting minorities, and for trying to expand immigration laws to sweep the country. Congressman Schweikert, are you going to represent my children when they are unfairly targeted for the color of their skin.
Congressman Schweikert, my name is Kimberly Doris. I am not a paid protester. Zip code 85259. I was not a paid protester yesterday morning when a group of 25 of us arrived at your office hoping to speak with you, but instead you called the police. The good news is the officers from the Scottsdale Police Department were very courteous and very professional, so I was diagnosed with Graves' disease in 2007 when I switched from the corporate world to the nonprofit sector. In 2010, 2011, I learned a very difficult lesson as to why healthcare reform was needed. Because of my Graves' disease, I was turned down by Aetna, turned down by Humana, applied with Blue Cross Blue Shield of Arizona, and they told me, well, it'll take weeks to get an answer and you'll probably turn down. With the Affordable Care Act, although it does have its flaws, and certainly I've seen my premiums skyrocket in Arizona, but it gave me the peace of mind of knowing that I could not be turned down for coverage. And I'd like to know if you will fight for me to help me keep that coverage.
Hello, my name is Dave Snider. I live in zip code 85051. And when I got up to speak tonight, I was standing in line, I looked around the room, and I remembered a famous painting by Norman Rockwell at the town hall meeting. Maybe some of you know that painting. It shows a man who's an average Joe, and he's scared, he's not a public speaker, but he's determined, and he's saying what's on his mind. And all the people in the audience are turned towards him, the painting, are turned towards him, and they're listening to him with respect and dignity and courtesy, and he's exercising his freedom of speech. I thought, what an American activity. And that's me. I'm a It's me and it's all of us. We're all doing this tonight. Except for one thing. The guy in the painting looked like he was talking to somebody.
Hi, I'm Christy Love. I'm not going to ask you any questions like these unreasonable people here. I would like to approach you in a more personal manner, as it appears that maybe fear, erroneous information, and fake news may have been in part responsible for your retreat from constituents. Let me clear some things up for you. I'm an independent. I'm a stay-at-home mom. I have a child not so far apart in age from yours. Counter to the shameful narratives you and some of your colleagues have been promoting, I'm not here for blood or theatrics. I do not know George Soros. I'm not a paid agitator, and I'm not an enemy of the Republic. What I am is scared. You will dismiss this as hyperbole or histrionics, but I have a 2-year-old son, and I am terrified for him. However, I know the fear that I feel for my son is felt exponentially more by parents with children who happen to have different colored skin, parents with children who are Muslim, or gay, or trans, or those that
Hi, Congressman Schweikert. I'm Carol Schaefer, and I am in your district. I've got a question for you to start out. The environment is very, very important to me, and I'd like to ask you, do you believe there is a relationship between humans and the natural world? Now, you may ask me, what do you mean, Carol, by the natural world? I mean our air, our water, our wetlands, our wildlife. You have, during 2016 congressional time, you voted 100% of the time against our environment. are constantly voting against our environment, and I'm ashamed of you.
My name is William Kelly. My wife and I are retired. We live in Scottsdale. Given what we hear from Republicans in Washington, my wife and I are very worried about the future of Social Security, the Affordable Care Act, and Medicare. We believe the income cap on earnings subject to FICA taxes should be raised. We want to know if you will commit to protect and enhance these elements of the social safety net that are critical to literally millions and millions of Americans like us. Yes or no?
Schweikert. I am Emily Alexander. I do live in Congressional District 6, so you represent me. I'm concerned about the Affordable Care Act. 709,000 Arizonans stand to lose health care coverage with some of the proposed changes. 3 of those 709,000 are my children. I am concerned for them. Can you guarantee that any change to the ACA will cover at least as many people that are currently covered by it now? Yeah. Congressman Schweikert, can you guarantee that no one will lose their coverage as a result of your vote? And do you believe that health care is a right, that people should have health care coverage and not just access to care they may not be able to afford? Thank you.
Congressman Schweikert, my name is David Schweers. Recently, a lady from Arizona who has 2 children who are U.S. citizens was deported for no reason other than being undocumented. Immigration enforcement like this will terrorize thousands of Arizona families. Where do you stand on immigration enforcement, on DACA, and on comprehensive immigration reform?
Hi, my name is Mary Gross. My zip code is 85258. I do live in CD6. My issue is the Affordable Care Act. My husband and I are retired. I am 63 years old, and before the Affordable Care Act, I was denied health insurance by a large, well-known company. The reasons? Number 1, I get migraine headaches. Number 2, I had acid reflux. I have never been hospitalized for either of these conditions. What did people with serious health issues do at that time? I'd like to know. But anyway, Mr. Schweikert, what did people, will you commit to fixing the Affordable Care Act and not repealing it?
Hello, Congressman Schweikert. My name is Dave Hawkins. I'm here with my wife, Anissa. We live and work in your district. The reason why I'm here is that my wife and her family are Muslim. And we have seen during the course of the last campaign, and since this president has taken office, an unprecedented surge in hate crimes against Muslims and other minority groups. So I have a couple questions for you. The first is do you believe in freedom of religion as expressed in the First Amendment of the Constitution?
Hi, my name is Kimberly Doris. I'm from zip code 85024, Legislative District 6. And I'm here with my wife right back there. And I just wanted to urge Congressman Schweikert to please protect the civil rights of all Americans.
Hello, my name is Liz McClure. I'm from zip code 85028, and I'm one of your constituents. Not that long ago, when you voted to shut down the federal government, you went on national TV with a big grin on your face and you said, "This is fun."
Yeah.
But I'm here to say say to you that tearing down government is actually called anarchy. And dismantling and shutting down government, when I look around this room, we are government. This is government.
Hi, I'm Carol Consalvo. I live at 85260. And I want you to know that I love coming to your office because there's a sign on your door that says, no firearms beyond this point. I actually feel safe there. Safer than in the movie theater.
In the past month, my son and I have met people of every orientation, color, and creed. I have not heard or seen a word of hate, nor have we obstructed roads. It has been a singular joy to meet such a menagerie of people. Don't worry, you have a while to find us. You will be able to find us out in this community at weekly events until this administration is gone. Contrary to what you may be hoping, this is not a transitory knee-jerk reaction. Despite what your despicable posts on social media said today, this is not attention-seeking behavior. This is your new normal. We are not going